Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Allincrypto here, and today we are going to be talking about one of our favorite projects in the cryptocurrency space. Of course, I am referring to Hedera Hashgraph Hbar. Hedera is one of our favorite projects for very different reasons to many of the other cryptocurrencies that we hold. And in this video, I want to first of all explore a partnership with the Hbar Foundation, Swirls Lab, and the United Nations, where they look to utilize the Hedera blockchain via their Guardian service. And then we're also going to take a technical look at Hedera, and I'm going to be telling you guys why Hedera is on the cusp of a major breakout and a larger uptrend ensuing. The bull market is well and truly here, ladies and gentlemen, and Hedera is on the cusp of major price appreciation. Of course, this is just my opinion and not financial advice, but we're going to be showing you technically why we believe this. Without further ado, guys, I would like to jump into the bit of news that we have for you, which of course is involving the Envision blockchain and the Hbar Foundations that gave a speech at COP28. Innovation supported by the United Nations Climate Change Global Innovation Hub. Let's read on about this. They mention two arms of Hedera Hashgraph's blockchain, which is the open sourced Guardian and the managed Guardian service, which we're going to take a look at. And then we are going to be taking a technical look at Hedera. So, United Nations Climate Change Conference, Envision Blockchain, in collaboration with the Hbar Foundation and Swirls Lab, which is the organization that founded the Hedera Hashgraph and works on it probably most extensively, unveils a suite of innovative enhancements to the open source Guardian and managed Guardian services, MGS for short, platform. The world's leading platform for digitized and digital measurement, reporting, and verification for carbon markets. The platforms are powered by Hedera Hashgraph's distributed ledger and native token Hbar. These advancements development with the collaborative input of the United Nations Climate Change Global Initiative Hub, signaled an approach for digital transformation in carbon markets. The United Nations Climate Change Global Innovation Hub recognize the vital importance of innovative Web3 solutions in advancing our collective environmental goal. The recent enhancement to the open sourced Hedera Guardian and the Management Guardian service exemplify a significant step towards streamlining and digitizing climate change mitigation methodologies. The work done by Envision Blockchain, Hedera Hbar Foundation, and Swirls Lab, leveraging Web3 solutions to digitize methodologies, can enhance transparency, efficiency, and accessibility of the carbon markets. The carbon markets, ladies and gentlemen, are an absolutely massive market. In fact, I have a tweet here to show you that essentially is pointing out the fact that this market is already valued in the billions and likely going to be moving to the trillions. In climate finance, we have to move from billions to trillions. To get there, we need new sources of revenues, new levies, green bonds, and of course, carbon pricing. And we need more than ever strong partnerships like with global gateways. Essentially, this is Hedera and what Hedera is likely to facilitate. Hedera Hashgraph is one of the few layer ones out there that is fit for real world application. And what I mean by this is, could you imagine any kind of real traction with the Ethereum blockchain where you need to put through a lot of transactions? This simply is not accessible due to the high fees on Ethereum and the slow nature of our second largest cryptocurrency. Also, as well, a big thing that people don't realize with Hedera is the prices are essentially secure. They do not move like other blockchains. So for a business looking to build, Hedera is an obvious choice, along with the likes of the Governing Council, which really put the traditional world's minds at ease. We have done longer videos on the likes of the Governing Council and everything in between. So what is the Hedera Guardian? Sustainability, assets, verification, and tokenization on the public ledger. The Hedera Guardian is an open source platform that leverages the Hedera public distributed ledger network to enable digital first sustainability policies and enable DMRV, digital measurement, reporting, and verification, requirements-based tokenization implementation. The Hedera Guardian provides auditable, traceable, and reproducible records that document the emission process and life cycle of carbon credits, which reduce fraud in the sustainability market. Let's now take a look at the Management Guardian service, which was also mentioned. Management Guardian service software as a service, SaaS, enables applications a way to mint emissions and carbon offset tokens without worrying about the complexity of managing the technology infrastructure. MGS manages all the technological infrastructure components so that companies that create applications for policies, emission reporting, and the creation of offsets and credits can focus on what they do best. So you can see this is very interesting. The carbon market is only set to grow. We're moving into a world where MSG is becoming more and more of a thing. And we're moving towards a kind of more carbon negative world, I guess. And of course, there's going to be markets that pop up as a result of this that Hedera is doing a great job of capturing. Let's move on now, guys, to a little bit of price action. We are going to be looking technically at Hedera, and I'm going to be telling you guys why I believe Hedera is on the cusp of a breakout. So here we have the beautiful Hedera price chart. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, Hedera is in what we would identify as a stage one. What it really is, to not put any kind of a terminology on it, is a basing out market that is yet to break out. So we do teach stage analysis in our Patreon if anyone's interested in learning it. There's a couple of things that I find interesting when we look at indicators. The first one is the historic volatility. Many of you that trade the markets will know that many patterns are based on breakouts and expansions in volatility. In fact, the Bollinger Bands are a methodology for looking at that solely, essentially. So Hedera is at a historic point of volatility in a similar fashion to where it was in the prior breakout going into 2021's bull market. Constrictions in volatility often lead to expansions of volatility, and this is very much what I'm expecting when Hedera is running up against a key level of resistance that was previously support. We can also identify the money flow index, which is showing you the volume of money flow into this underlying asset, and you can see this has been trending upwards whilst Hedera's price has been going sideways. Now, indicators I don't give that much faith to in terms of trades, but they can be a useful tool to look at when you're assessing an overall market. Just straight off the bat, anybody that looks at charts regularly will identify this as some sort of a bottoming range for Hedera. Chainlink was one of the coins that we called out earlier this year, just to bring it up very quickly, that actually went on and broke out of a similar style range. In fact, not only has Chainlink broken out and many altcoins like Bitcoin, which we were calling for, but the entire market cap of the cryptocurrency space has broken out of its bottoming range, and Hedera is about to follow suit. So in my opinion, it is a matter of time before Hedera breaks out of this range. Now, it depends where you want to draw the range. You know, you can play around with it a little bit, but this is essentially a bottoming range in the same way, although it was perhaps over exaggerated, that this was some kind of a topping range that, of course, you broke to the downside of. You're essentially doing the same thing in repeat. What I want to do is actually put the chart on log to show you this. You can see the similarities here, double top. So you have essentially a double bottom on Hedera that is likely going to lead to an expansion. You can see you've got that nice higher right butt cheek. You're also seeing real volume come in at a point where it's potentially on the cusp of breaking out. In fact, it may have already broken out. It's had a number of attempts at this. You know, we could maybe put this range here. This was previously support, flipped into resistance. You deviated above it, came back in, found your way to the lower band of the range, tried it again. You can see big volume coming in. Is the third time the charm? Well, I do think it is. I think when you overlay this with a broader context of the market that is set to continue moving up, Hedera, ladies and gentlemen, is on the cusp of breaking out. And you can see this inflated volume here. So we assess that Hedera is about to start an uptrend. We've been very right on these exact structures when we look at the traditional markets. For example, the NASDAQ recently made our target after assessing a bottoming range. Microsoft was one of our golden childs that did a very similar thing after bottoming out. Hedera is about to embark on the same journey as these other markets that we've just shown you. Hedera is currently bottoming out and ready for a real expansion. So that is really all I've got for you guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Big news in regards to the United Nations choosing to use the Hedera blockchain. And also, technically, Hedera looks great. On that note, guys, I'm going to love and leave you. If you've enjoyed this content, like is appreciated, so is a comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you in the next.